Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Good. What were
Great.
you just doing in Destiny, by the way? Is there new stuff?
Yeah, there is new stuff.
What's the new stuff? Tell me the new stuff.
So the new stuff is you do the public event again, and then you can do the second step of the quest is to do menagerie or survival or trials or elimination. So we're doing
Oh, okay.
and one menagerie run was like 44% for me.
Mm-hmm.
Decent.
So you got to do the other thing to find out what's next.
Yeah, I need to finish menagerie in order to do the quest. But we're doing this.
Doing this?
Because we were excited. Yeah.
Yeah. I might need to rethink the day. Oh, when the new content drops. Do it.
Whatever do you mean, lady? I don't know what you're talking about.
Do your podcast on the day that the new stuff drops before you can do the new stuff.
So what you're saying is we should do it the day after the new stuff comes out.
Or like...
Better.
Yeah.
Or the day before the new stuff comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably the day after would be better.
Day after? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. But normally I'm streaming now. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I think Tuesdays just work because you're not streaming, so
yeah,
it's a terrible time for either of us.
Yeah, it's a terrible time to not stream as well because this is when all the new stuff drops. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm not too. Can you tell I'm super worried about it?
I could tell you're so worried about it. I see it in your face.
So worried about it.
I see the worry. I see it everywhere. So yeah, Destiny, the reveal, all the things. What did you think?
Yeah. With the reveal? Oh, it was like restored hope.
I know, right? I was like, oh man, I just want my game to be good. And last season was rough.
It was really rough. It was really funny though, watching the video, because I want to say like a week or two before the video came out, I was like, man, I don't think I'm pre-ordering next year. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna see what the content is and then jump into it. And that's where I was sitting for a bit. And then this whole video, I was like, all right, take my money.
Yeah, I pre-ordered. But as soon as the video ended, I was like, on Steam, pre-ordering. I was like, take my money, take it.
I wasn't that quick, but yeah. All right. We could do this.
I was excited about them like improving old raids and bringing those back, D1 raids. I was excited about new content, a new thing, a new space, new stuff, not recycled, rehashed stuff.
What? You don't like recycled stuff? What?
Why do they just keep doing it? And then all the new stuff is like, oh yeah, you just got to grind bounties for several hours doing old content to do the new content. It's just been rough with that regard.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, confused.
The grind is great until it's not. Until it's everything.
They used to have a whole bunch of story missions, and you'd raise your light that way, and it'd be all new stuff. All new stuff.
Yeah.
Like the new content would drop, everything would be new. You wouldn't have to do old stuff to do the new stuff. It was just new stuff. And I'm hoping they'll get back to a place where it's just new stuff.
I definitely miss the story like Red War, like where it was more interactive and there were so many missions. It was really a whole thing. I don't miss Curse of Osiris. I did like Warmind, but it was short.
Yeah.
Just like, so Gleaney.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite things that has been brought out this new season of Destiny?
Ooh, this new season. So
it's current season.
Should we talk about the umbral farming? The
umbral farming.
Yeah.
The stuff that I haven't been participating in.
Yeah. So if you don't know, the Confused one has legit raised her light to ridiculous levels in a short space of time of the expansion dropping. And I made it my mission to get on par with her. And I was serious about it for a while. And I grinded. I did like all the things. And then I was like, oh man, I'm only 10, 30 something. And I've done almost all my characters with the exception of my Titan. And let's face it, I hate my Titan. I want my Titan to die. I hate
that's why you don't leave it for your last character. You do it first.
I hate the Titan so much. I played the Crayon Eater for a little while and did some of the things, but I was still not and stuff, and I still wasn't very high. So, and then I went on YouTube and I saw this video, and they were like, "Hey, you can get your light while you sleep. You get your light while you sleep," and I was like, Ugh. So yeah, I may have partaken in the Umbral, but I thought part of that made it better, not the like doing nothing and getting rewards. I think that's wrong. Like, well, yeah, but the you know how like an odd one would be like above the light, like an Umbral Ingram, when you decrypt it, like the odd one would be like higher than what it was before. I didn't know that was a glitch, and they fixed it, and I was like, oh, they kind of spoiled it, because that was kind of like nice. That was like a little extra reward, like a little loot pool reward thing, where you're like, oh wow, this one was higher. Yes. I feel like it's a shame that they fixed that. Destiny's doing that all the time, man. They're fixing stuff, and you're like, oh, that was actually quite fun.
Yeah, no, it was funny. I actually read a comment. I don't know if it was on Reddit or what it was, but it was like, why does Destiny so quick to fix things that are beneficial to us?
Yeah.
But take so long on things that are just such a detriment.
Yeah, or that are broken. You
know? Right. Like the all the error codes, the when Lord of Wolves was Rampage, like you know, I guess that one could be twisted, but it's just, there were a lot of things that made the game unfun, and then there were things that made the game fun, and it's like, oh, this made the game fun, let's take it out.
Yeah, let's take it out. Delete it. It was fun. Get rid of it. How dare people enjoy this game? Yep. I liked what else did I like? I like the Gambit thing. I like the
new public event.
Yeah, them like bringing a kind of Gambit feel to it. It's way better than a Seraph Tower. The Seraph Tower was awful.
Seraph Towers were cool until you needed to grind them again and again.
I was like, no. I was done pretty early on with Seraph Towers. I had my first experience of it, and I was like, this is dumb. I'm kind of out. And the season before with the bunkers, they made them super hard on day one.
The bunkers are with the Seraph Towers.
Yeah, I know. But they're the same. No, but like unlocking the yeah, I know, same season, but unlocking the bunkers were like, that was like ridiculously hard for like where my light level was and stuff. And at the start it was hard. I remember being in there for like 2 hours, and then the reward that you got was just compared to like it was like blues. I was so mad. Confused. You don't know the level of mad I was. It was devastating. So this new season is a massive improvement from there. The only thing that I wish that it had, and I like the new PvE content, like the whatchamacallit, we did it together, the thing,
the mission? Prophecy, the dungeon.
Yeah, the dungeon. So the dungeon's fun. I enjoyed the dungeon.
Great.
But yeah, I'm always going to want a raid. I'm always going to want to prefer a raid, like, over the dungeon and this other stuff. And I know that they haven't had time or whatever to put a raid together, but I feel like it's been so long. I mean, the last raid was Garden of Salvation.
Yeah.
Like, let that sink in.
And what's funny is, year 2, I mean, obviously they were still with Activision, so they had a lot more resources this time. But I mean, year 2, the only season that didn't have a raid was Season of the Drifter.
Yeah,
that was the only one.
And that was because it was PvP focused. But
right, it was that PvEVP focused.
But yeah, like, I'm just hungry for a new raid experience, you know?
Yeah, no, I get you. What I did hear about Vault of Glass coming back was they were going to revamp it as a dungeon, a 3-player activity instead of a full 6-player raid, is what I've heard.
Ooh,
so
that's interesting.
Because I was talking with the young Jew, and he was saying that he soloed Vault of Glass when it was out because it was so, simple.
Mm.
So it'd be interesting to see if that is the turn of events. That's just what I've heard. I really need more. I used to be on top of everything. I used to be reading the TWAB every week. I used to be grabbing every piece of information I could, and just this last year has just been rough.
It has been rough
with it.
But I think that from the reveal that Destiny's starting to come to a place that's actually quite exciting. Particularly with the Beyond series, the Stranger coming back, a lot of unanswered questions from D1 that they're toying with. And it just looked awesome. It looked awesome.
Yeah. And then also finally coming full circle with these pyramid ships. Finally having them be here. Like everyone's like, all right, these pyramid ships are coming. Like end of Red War. And it's like, okay. Now what? And then it's like, oh, here's something else, and here's something else, and here's something else.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it'll come.
But no, just finally getting the pyramid ships has been awesome. And I think it's such a great way for them to be able to remove content, actually having a reason for some of these worlds to make an exit. So new worlds can.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Also, how do you feel about them, sort of, shelving weapons and stuff, stopping their light progression with some of the weapons that you've got?
I had mixed feelings
on.
At first. But to be honest, I was like, man, there's so many people who are dependent upon Recluse, and that one's, kind of going to be shelved.
Mm-hmm.
And just thinking about it, though, Recluse is based off of Death Adder, and they brought Death Adder back through the Prophecy Dungeon. Mm-hmm. So Death Adder has a very similar feel of Recluse. Obviously it doesn't have Master Arms, which is great, but you at least get a similar feel, and if you get a good enough roll, it can almost feel like the same gun. So I feel like there's plenty of opportunities to keep similar types of guns or get even better rolled guns. Especially with the new perks that they're introducing and things like that. So I mean, as sad as it'll be to be like, okay, all right, buy weapon I've used for forever. I don't mind it so long as they're new weapons. I do know some people that are like, hey, Gnawing Hunger's going away, but hey, there's a new Gnawing Hunger, so now I have to re-roll my Gnawing Hunger. I think that's a little
annoying. You could say
I don't appreciate those. Like, if you're going to sunset weapons. Don't bring another way to bring them back.
Well, that's one of the things that really I struggled with D2, because in D1 Confused, I had all the exotics. I had all the exotic weapons. So in D2, when you lost all your weapons at the start, you lost your whole vault, because we're starting again. And then I had to grind and do these missions again for the same weapon that I had before. Was just heartbreaking. Right. Actually heartbreaking. When I'm just like, I don't want to go through this again. I already went through this to get the gun in the first place. Why do I have to go through this again?
It's funny because I have such a different perspective on it, because I never played D1. So getting these cool weapons was like, this weapon's awesome. So it's kind of like a torn community. It's you get your newer people who want to experience what they never experienced, and then you have your older community. It's like, I already did this. And so it's really hard because you can't please everyone. That's the hardest thing that you have to accept, is that not everyone is going to be pleased. And something that I think would have been interesting is maybe if you played D1, you get a code for already having but then people are going to have the gun before other people.
Yeah. But I think innovation is better. They brought back a lot of exotics from D1, and they've not introduced many new exotics in the game for D2. Yeah. There's really not that many new exotic weapons or exotic gear compared to D1. So that's what I mean with the sunsetting thing. If they're going to sunset it, fine. But then innovate something new, something different. something spectacular that I want to grind for, not the same thing that I've just lost because you made the rule that I have to lose this gun now.
Yeah. And I think one of the major things was with the Activision split, they were going to have to make D3. It was on the schedule. They had to do it. And now they don't have to do that anymore. They don't want to have their community struggle with that anymore. So they've decided to continue on with D2, with D3 content that they had planned. So it's their we've learned from the past. We see that you don't like this. We're going to make this an ever growing world. And so I feel like so long as they're learning from their past, we're doing good. And sometimes as humans, we make the same mistake over and over and over again. We're like, when am I going to get over this? And we just expect, these companies that we've fallen in love with the games that we've fallen in love with, to just, if they got it right, why can't they just get it right again?
Yeah.
And it's hard. You find something that hits and you're like, okay, well, let's try this. And you get a swing and a miss. And you're like, okay, well, let's try this. And you get a swing and a miss. Okay, let's try this. Swing and a miss. And it's just the amount of demoralization that I could feel like maybe the people at Bungie just, man, we got it wrong. Like, I remember looking into, I think it was a TWAB, but there was an experience where the developers, when they changed and put the bounties and such into the regular menu with the map.
Yeah.
When they made that change, and so many people were just like, this is stupid. And all of the people who had been working so hard on it were so excited about it. And then the community hated it. And they just were like, well, guess you don't appreciate the time I've put into it. Like, they were so devastated that all this time they put in to try and make the game better, people were just so upset about it. And now it's second nature again, but we had to all remap, what we were used to.
Yeah, well, I don't like change, Confused. I was just like, where is the thing? Why
change
is
it the only constant?
I was like, why is it in another menu? It took me ages to readjust. But now, yeah, you're right. It's like second nature. It's not something that really bothers me.
And it's like right there, and you're like, oh, there's the map, and there's my bounty. Like,
at the
it's
time,
great.
Confused.
Yeah, no, and when they initially introduced it, they didn't allow for a shortcut key, and so it was more steps, to get to it. And so when they finally provided the ability to add a shortcut key, that was huge, and I think a lot of people were able to accept it more than like I have it as my G key. G key gives me my bounty.
G key for the bounties.
Yeah, but I should probably change it because I can't tell you how many times I've hit F for my super, and then I hit G, and I'm like, aiming.
Oh well, I'm a controller user, so I don't know this pain.
No, it's all right. You know where the F and G key are on the keyboard. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, they're very close together. I just had a look.
They're right next to each other.
Oh, man, I tried keyboard and mouse for a day. I was done.
For a day?
I tried it for a day.
It takes a little bit more to get used to it.
I was done.
If you actually give it a chance, like, and you actually have the space to be able to give it a chance, I have a feeling that you would improve down.
I don't like change.
I know you don't like change.
I don't like change. It's like a whole new thing to learn. I'm old, confused. I can't learn new things.
But like the neat thing is that with mouse and keyboard, you get more maneuverability. You can see more. You can look more. You maneuver, like your maneuverability is quicker, and just being able to have unique shortcuts instead of being like, oh, I have to tap this twice, or I have to do this combination of buttons. Like, you could just hit a key. And so, but that is something that's different. Like, I can't just go over and hop on a controller and do just as well as I do on keyboard. That's something that's a completely different set of skills. So when I do controller, I'm probably worse than you are. If that makes you feel any better.
It does not make me feel better.
I tried playing D1, Gleaney. I tried playing D1. I couldn't even get through the first mission. I was just like dying, and I was like missing like 9 out of 10 shots.
Anything else you're excited about within Destiny? Yes.
I don't know. I'm excited to see where this storyline goes. I'm hoping that there's more than just 3 weeks worth of information. Something I found out with the prophecy dungeon, Gleaney, that we didn't know about is there's the second encounter in the cube where you know are constantly on a different floor and moving around. After that, you go back out into the desert wasteland. Before you go to the boss, there's the emissary, and you can actually hear storyline from the emissary.
Oh, okay.
And there's like 5 opportunities to hear a little story from it. So it's actually really cool. So I actually want to do that more and listen to the story that the emissary has. It has its triumphs. You know me.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you don't know, Confused is a completionist. She can't not complete things. Whereas me, I'm get the thing done, get to a highlight level. I don't really care about completing stuff. I don't need to collect every single thing.
I don't need to collect every single thing, but it's definitely fun to gain drive score. It's fun to brag.
Yeah, you're all about that grimoire score, man.
Yeah. 117,000 and climbing.
That's crazy. I don't even know what mine is. It's low. It's lower than that. Much lower than that. How many?
How about you, Gleaney? Anything else? Well, sorry. Go ahead.
How many seals have you got? Tidal seals.
Gosh. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me a second.
She's got to pull it up. It's that many. If you're wondering, I have 2. I have 2.
Nice.
You should just know your seals. Like I was so proud that I got my 2. I'm like, I got 2.
There's too many of them.
And they're amazing. Have you got all the seals? If you've got all the seals,
No, I don't have all the seals. I don't. I'm 1 away from a lot of them. I don't. I'm 1 away from Harbinger. I'm 1 away from. I'm broken. I'm 1 away. I'm 1 away from Shadow. I'm.
Oh, that must be frustrating. It's all hell being 1 away from the thing.
And the funniest part is, so I have Cursebreaker, Chronicler, Dredgen, Wayfarer, Blacksmith, Reckoner, 2019 MMXIX, Enlightened, Undying, and Savior.
10. Goddamn. Well done. She's very good at Destiny chat. She's very good.
I didn't get last season. I'm kind of bummed about that, but at the same
awful,
time,
though. It's understandable.
It's not worth it.
You gotta forgive yourself for this confusion.
I was 1 away from Almighty. 1 away.
Oh,
that last time.
You gotta forgive yourself, Confused. Like the last season was awful. Like no one will hold it against you. It's okay. Safe space.
I think I'm gonna try and aim for Conquer.
Nice.
It's the Grandmaster Nightfalls.
I haven't done a Grandmaster Nightfall yet.
I haven't completed one either.
It's rough. It's a hard time. Even with all your light, you haven't tried Grandmaster yet?
They cap it.
Oh,
they cap you so you're 2,500 light.
Ouch. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Ow. Well, that's just difficult. Yeah. Now I know why they call it Grandmaster.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, so, yeah. Same next week.
Same next week.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We'll chat more about Destiny. We might chat about some other games. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
This is Ginger and Black podcast. Let's catch you later.
Signing off.
Signing off. Wait, well, we need a thing. We need to figure out a thing. Is it signing off? We need to do it together then. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it now. And
Right.
yeah. We got to synchronize, Confused. We got to synchronize.
So 3, 2, 1, we do Ginger and Black signing off.
Yeah, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Ginger and Black.
Ginger and Black signing off. You
Yeah.
didn't do it right away.
Oh, come on! I feel like that was. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. It'll be a thing. It'll be great.
It'll be okay for now.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be like a thing. We always mess it up. All right. Catch you later, Confused.
See ya.